Hello everybody and welcome to my world. So for today's video, I'm going to be testing out and reviewing the Duvolle Radiance Skincare System, which does come with a few other attachments as well. And I figured that this would also be a good time to share my nighttime skincare routine. So if you're interested in learning a little bit more about this product and hearing my honest thoughts and opinions on it, as well as receiving a discount code and also learning a little bit more about my nightly routine, just keep on watching. Before we jump into my skincare routine, let's do a quick unboxing and talk about what's included in the Duvolle Radiance Skincare System. So the first piece is the base unit. It has a very compact and sleek design, and it's both portable and waterproof. It's also powered by 4 AA batteries, which are not included. The first attachment that we have is the body brush. You can use it in the shower with some soap and water, and it's just going to give you a deeper clean and help exfoliate your skin. Next, there's a facial exfoliation brush, so it's much smaller with softer bristles, especially designed for your face. And you can use it with some cleanser to help clean the skin and also remove the top layer of dead skin cells. There's also a facial cleansing brush. This has even softer bristles and it's going to help remove any excess makeup and other residue from your face. You can use it with your cleanser to get a deeper clean than you would with just your fingers. Lastly, they included a pumice stone, and these are meant to be used on your dry, cracked heels. It's recommended that you soak your feet in some water and then use this attachment to help break down that thick layer of dead skin cells. So that's everything that's included with the Spincare system. Now to assemble it, you just need to pull off the bottom of the unit and insert 4 AA batteries. Then close the bottom of the unit tightly, and then you can choose whichever attachment you'd like, and it snaps right into place. And finally, to turn it on and off, you can just use the 2 buttons in the center. So it's very easy to assemble, but now I'm going to insert some footage of me testing out the spin brush for the first time. So I'm currently in my bathroom and I'm going to be sharing my standard nighttime skincare routine, but of course I'm going to be incorporating the Duvolle Radiance Skincare System, and hopefully if this goes well, this will become another staple in my nightly routine. But before we get into testing this out, the first thing that I typically like to do is remove any makeup that I've been wearing throughout the day, and to do that there's 2 products that I use. The first one is this one right here. This is by Eau Thermale Aven, and it's just on micellar water, so I'll just put a little bit on a cotton round or on a piece of tissue and try to remove as much of my makeup as possible. I also like to use this little guy right here. This is a holy grail product for me, and it's just some Johnson's baby oil. So I personally love wearing a waterproof mascara, but as much as I love it, it is a pain to remove, but this does the trick. So I just put a little bit on my finger and then massage it into my lashes, and it breaks down the mascara instantly. So definitely a lifesaver for me. Now I'm currently not wearing any makeup, so I'm going to be skipping that step, and the next step that I like to move on to is cleansing. So for cleanser, I use this one right here. This is by La Roche-Posay, and this is their purifying foaming gel. So I'm just going to start by washing my hands and then we can test this out. Okay, so I finished washing my hands and I also applied some water to my face, and now I'm gonna apply the cleanser onto my skin. It doesn't say if I should apply the cleanser directly onto the brush or onto my face, but I'm gonna just put it onto my face so that it doesn't kind of splatter everywhere, because that's definitely possible. And I did rinse out the brush that I'm going to be using as well. So for today, I'm just going to be using the cleanser brush. All you have to do is just push it in. Oh, perfect. And it clicks right in. And then again, the on button is the top button. And then just apply it onto your face. Definitely feels really nice on the skin. So the only real instructions are to make sure you apply it flat against your face and not at an angle, and also to move in circular motions throughout the face. Sorry, so I did add a little bit of water to the brush because it felt like my face was drying really quick. But the good thing about using a brush like this is the spinning motion is going to really help the little fine bristles get into like all the crevices within your face and scoop up any dirt, dead skin cells, all of that. It's really gonna get into your pores and clear them out, which, you know, won't really happen if you're just using your fingers. So it's definitely a good way, you know, exfoliating the skin and getting it clean. And the good thing about exfoliating also, and I mentioned this in my dermaplaning video from a while ago, is that when you exfoliate your skin and you're removing, you know, all the dead skin cells, all of that, not only is your skin going to look more radiant, you know, you're revealing the healthier, fresher skin underneath, but it's also going to help any products that you're using afterwards really penetrate into the skin. So that's also an added benefit of exfoliating. So I'm going to focus on areas like my forehead, which have a lot of tiny breakouts, and also kind of here on my face, kind of where I have my spine lines. I get a lot of whiteheads and things like that. So really focusing it in those areas. Okay, so I think that's good. They didn't say how long to use it on the face, so I guess to each their own, but that definitely feels long enough. Now I'm looking at this before I take it off. That looks super dirty to me. I don't know if you guys can tell on camera, but I thought my face was pretty clean, but this definitely does not. So I'm just gonna pop it off and rinse the nozzle under water. Now you can actually leave it on and submerge this entire thing underwater. It is waterproof, which is very useful so that you can use it in the shower when you're getting ready as well. But I'm just gonna remove it and just rinse this out with some warm water. So I just ran it underwater and made sure to scrub within the bristles to get any dirt that's remaining out of there. And it already looks brand new, so I'm just gonna put it aside and I'm just gonna wash off the product from my face and be right back. So I've just washed the rest of the cleanser off of my face and patted it dry with a towel. And I have to say, based on first impressions alone, I'm kind of already in love with the spin brush just because my skin feels super soft, and I didn't even use the exfoliating brush. It was just the cleanser brush that I used. So I am very excited, but I am gonna hold my final thoughts till later on in the video. Once I've used the rest of the attachments, I can give you a full scope on my view on this product, but so far, so good. But anyways, moving on with the rest of my nighttime skincare routine. So on nights that I'm feeling a little bit lazy, what I'll just finish off with is this product right here. This is also by La Roche-Posay, and it is their daily moisturizer. So sometimes I'll just use these two and I'm good to go. And then there are some other nights that I'll use this product along with something else, and it is this trio that I have right here. So I have these products right here, and this is actually a little set that I got from a friend for pet sitting his cat, and he got them from Korea. So it comes with a toner, an emulsion, and finally a gel cream. So starting with the toner, I just like to apply a little bit just to the palm of my hand and apply it onto my face. I'm just gonna spread this around my face. I love these products. I'm kind of bummed that I probably won't be able to get my hands on them again because they're from Korea. They just smell really nice, and you know, people always say good things about Korean skincare, so that's why I'm kind of obsessed with this product. Then the next thing that I go in with is the emulsion. So just apply that all over and spread it around. And then last but not least is the gel cream, and I just take a little bit and apply it all to my face. And the reason why I also love these products is they're super hydrating. I kind of like that feeling anyways, because I just feel like my skin overnight, it just kind of sucks up all the product and is feeling like super fresh and moisturized in the morning when I wake up. So So I almost completely forgot, but after I use the gel cream, there are two other products that I sometimes use, and they are these two things right here. They are both by Neutrogena, and they're essentially their Rapid Clear Spot Gels, just two different versions. So this larger one right here, it has a benzoyl peroxide, so it is very, very strong, and it basically just helps to dry out your acne spots, your pimples, and it dries it out practically overnight. But this thing is really strong, so I save it for the larger and juicier pimples. And then we have this one right here as well. I guess it doesn't have benzoyl peroxide. I think that's the only difference, but it also does the same thing. It helps dry out your pimples just a little bit slower, but this is better for your smaller, acne spots. So both great products that I really can't live without. And right now I do have little pimples around my face, but they're not big enough for me to really worry or care about. I'm used to those by now. So I'm gonna skip out on using these, but more often than not, I definitely end up using them. Other than that, that is pretty much it for my nighttime skincare routine. And yeah, I'm just gonna leave you with my final thoughts on the Duvolle Radiance Skincare System once I've tested out the remaining attachments. So it's been a couple weeks since I first tested out the Duvolle Radiance Skincare System. So I just want to quickly talk about all of the attachments. First, starting off with this guy right here. This is the cleansing brush that I demonstrated earlier in the video. This is probably my favorite brush right now. It has really nice soft bristles and it does what it's supposed to. It helps get into your tiny pores and scoop up all the dirt, oil, leftover makeup and bacteria, and really do a really deep clean on your face. I do want to mention that I do not use the Spincare system every day. I use it at most, well, this brush I use at most 2 to 3 times a week, and this is the one that I've been reaching for the most. So next up we have this one right here. This is the exfoliating brush and it looks very similar to the cleansing brush. These bristles on the exfoliating brush are slightly rougher, and also they're a little bit whiter. These are more white, and on the cleansing brush they're a little bit more clear. So if you mix them up, no problem, you'll be able to figure it out. And with this brush, because the bristles are slightly rougher, they're just gonna do a better clean on getting like the dead skin cells off of your face. So it's gonna leave very soft, supple skin underneath. And this I use maximum, I'd say probably once a week, because as important as it is to exfoliate your skin, over exfoliating can also be very damaging to your skin, which is why I don't use the spin brush every day of the week, because at the end of the day, even though this is a cleansing brush and this is an exfoliating brush, they both do exfoliate your skin. So that's why I don't recommend using this system every day. Maximum 2 to 3 times a week, depending on your skin, and sometimes, maybe even less. Then next up, we have this big guy right here. This is also an exfoliating brush, but it's basically for your body. Put it on there. That's what it looks like. I love that this whole thing right here is waterproof, because I just take this into the shower when I'm having a bath and I use this brush on my body. It gets it very dry, it's winter here, and it just really helps get off that dead layer of skin cells. Also, if you get ingrown hairs or anything like that, this is going to help prevent them and also help get rid of them. So this has been really great. I use this pretty much almost every day, but this is definitely a great bonus. I'm really glad that the entire thing is waterproof and that they gave an attachment that you can actually use in the shower. And then last but not least, we have this guy right here, which is the pumice stone. So pumice stones are good for your really cracked heels. That's what I use it for. You just soak your feet in some water for a little bit. I have a little machine where I can soak it in hot water and then use this product. Now it does work. It's able to help get that first layer of dead skin cells off. It's not as good as I use, what is it called? I use like a file on my legs, and I like that a little bit better. Now, if you're getting this machine solely to have the pumice stone and have the facial stuff as a secondary product, then I probably would skip out on this. It does work, just maybe not as well as I want it to. But overall, I really do love this product, and it's definitely become a staple in my skincare routine. If you are interested, I'll leave my link in the description box below for you. And if you use my discount code Anya, that's ANYA, you do get 70% off. Normally this product retails for $95, but you can just pay $28.50 for it. So that is a huge steal, and honestly for this product and all 4 attachments, I think that's a great price. But that's all I have for this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please make sure you leave it a like, and if you want to see more from me, make sure you subscribe. That way I can catch you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.